Hello, my name is Tim Heitman from Angry Nerds, here to discuss my individual work progress on my user stories. The first user story is, as a player, I want the in-game save menu to appear when hitting the Y key so that I can save the game whenever I want to. In the use case shown here, the customer accesses the save and load screen via a keystroke. When that screen appears, the customer will be presented with the option to save or load a game, or to simply cancel. The next two user stories are, as a player, I want the game to pause when entering the in-game save menu so that I can return to the same spot after saving, and, as a player, I want the game to resume after exiting the save load menu so that I can return to the game after saving loading. As can be seen in the state diagram, the game begins in the game running state. When the player enters the in-game save menu, the state of the game will change to game paused. When the player exits the in-game save menu, the game returns to the game running state. The next user story is, as a player, I want to be able to exit the in-game save menu and return to the game by hitting the escape key so that in case I made a mistake, I can return to the game. As you can see, we begin in the in-game save menu. When you hit the escape key, the menu will be exited. The next user story is, as a player, I don't want music playing when the in-game save menu appears so that I can focus on the save. As you can see, when entering the in-game save menu, the music stops playing. When the menu is exited, the music resumes playing. The next user story is, as a player, I want to save the current game state data so that I can be in that same state when I load the game again. As you can see, the game state data is sent to the serializer and serialized. Serialized data is then sent to a file. The next three user stories are, as a player, I want to see a load game option in the start menu so that I may load a saved game. As a player, I want to respawn with full health when loading a game so that I cannot die immediately after loading a game. And, as a player, I want to load the previous game data so that the game will be in the same state as it was when it was saved, except for maybe the health. Beginning in the Start menu, when you select the Resume button, a new game will begin and data from a previously saved game will immediately be loaded in, and then the game will be resumed. And as you can see in the diagram, anytime a previously saved game is loaded, the player's health is fully restored. And finally, the game state data is loaded from the file into the deserializer and deserialized. Deserialized data is then loaded into the game. The game is then resumed. The next user story is, as a player, I want to see a game introduction animation that introduces the storyline so that I may understand the story in the game. As you can see in the diagram, the customer will see an animation displaying the storyline of the game. This concludes my individual work on my user stories. Thank you.